Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Daily Crypto News. And guys, we're still doing a huge, insane 500 XRP giveaway. And if you want to enter, all that you have to do is make sure you press the like button, make sure you are subscribed, and make sure you comment something down below. And your comment is going to be your entry ticket, so don't forget to do that. And now if we hit 2K likes today, guys, we'll be giving it away, so make sure you press that like button. Alright, so today I want to talk a little bit about some psychology, which I think is very important as you guys hold these coins for longer periods of time and through more turbulence and more volatility. The Cryptic Poet just posted something on Twitter, which reads, "To everyone that continuously complains about the low price, here's a tip. Accumulate and dollar cost average down." Now, we all know what that means, but I'll be explaining it in a little second here. If you don't know what that means, you can find more info online. I suggest you check it out. And also, while you're at it, look up how market psychology cycles work. You're welcome. Now, the reason this is very important is because very often will it be the way that you're in a loss, right? Very often will it be that you bought something and the price goes down exactly afterwards. Now, it might not always be that way. For example, with Chainlink, even if you bought a couple of days ago at its all-time high at about $18 something, and you thought the price was going to go down from there and you were always scared and whatever, no, it shot back up. It happens, even when coins are already really close to its all-time high. However, with a lot of these coins, you'll most likely at some point fall down. And with XRP, right now we're minus 92% from its all-time high. We're 92% away. And from this point on forward, the coin needs to do 1,200% in gains to get back to its all-time high. And a lot of these coins have exactly the same type of deal going on, where they need to surge by a huge amount to get to the highest point it's ever been to. Even Tether could go up to almost 20%, which is really crazy to think about. But Bitcoin also 70%, and a lot of these coins just have some huge margins. Now, what that also means is that right now you're already down a little bit, right now the prices are already quite a ways down from its all-time high, which means there's quite a nice likelihood that you're down in terms of your investment as well. And most likely the best strategy could have been to accumulate and dollar cost average down. And what that means is every time the price moves down lower, you buy some more. And now, of course, if you have no idea what it is, it's just, dollar cost averaging means to average out your price. So, for example, if the first time you bought XRP was at $1, and you bought, let's say $10 worth, then the second time you bought XRP, you should have bought it at 50 cents, for example, another $10 worth, which means your average price per XRP is now 75 cents. Again, there's multiple strategies for this. You could also have it at 1-to-3, 1-to-2, 1-to-4 ratio, 1-to-5 even, where, for example, you bought $10 at $1 worth. You guys get it? And then, for example, $100 you bought at when it was 50 cents. And that, of course, will make your average price a little bit lower. But the idea with all of this is that you keep buying your way down. And it's something you really should be focused on and really should look into, because it can really save your ass at one day when the prices go up a little bit and then you're already in profit. It's just something to consider. Wanted to mention it to you guys. Take it in the back of your head. Crypto Will says, in 2017, XRP pumped 2,000% in a single month. This coin experiences FOMO like no other, and is why I always encourage people to buy the dips and accumulate. Once it does start mooning, it'll leave anyone not in behind. That point is quite clear. If you're not in a crypto and the bull run starts, there's a good chance that you'll miss it. And the main reason for that is that, once it happens, it's going to be so fast, and you're also going to be so busy with looking at all these other coins that are gaining that you don't know which one to enter when exactly and all of that. For example, with Chainlink, it could have been that the bull run had already started for that coin, right? Because, if you look at it for the last 12 months, really since July, it has just been gaining without end, right? It's just been gaining, going times 4 almost within the last month or so, which is really crazy, really insane to think about. However, who would have known, right? Who would have predicted that? A lot of people wouldn't have. And that's also, maybe not right now is the end. Maybe times 4 was all it could do in this last 40 days. And right now it's only going to be falling down. It could be. Who knows? Who can tell? I don't know. I just know there was some crazy ass gains here. However, maybe it's not going to be sustained. I can't tell that. The Motley Fool: forget Bitcoin. I'd rather make $1 million by following Warren Buffett's strategy. I'm going to again tell you guys not to do that. Even though these videos are not financial advice, I'm going to say don't go for US stocks, or UK stocks actually is what they've been telling people to do, or follow Warren Buffett's strategy of buying into these cheaper companies and all of that. I would still go for crypto. And the main reason for that is people right now are still so uncertain about their currency. And I believe a lot of these companies that people are buying into still rely a lot on the US dollar. With crypto, yeah, you really kind of are free for all. I mean, if companies prosper, eventually a lot of them will try to innovate, which will leave them to go for crypto, as it's a good option for them to go for as the next step. If the companies do bad, crypto was like the hedge part, right? So crypto will do good because, well, it's what can you call it? Like anti everything else. And basically there's no in between. It's like either companies do good or companies do bad. If they do neutral, then crypto does neutral, or, it doesn't really matter for that perspective. But there's really like a no loss setting. And with these stocks that you're buying, there's a big loss because if the infrastructure fails or falls down, or the US dollar falls down, or currencies start falling, yeah, your stocks are going to become very, very worthless really, really fast and really soon. Unless, of course, you got some really, really chunky companies. But it's very, very hard to point out exactly what companies are going to be good at that point. Bitcoin could see a major breakout in the coming days, and here is why. Bitcoin has been stuck in a tight trading range throughout the past several days. This has offered little insight into the crypto's short-term trend, as both its buyers and sellers remain in an impasse. As for where it may trend next, analysts now seem to believe that it is coiling up for a major breakout. This could lead it well past $12,000 in the coming few weeks, and there are a few factors that suggest this type of movement is imminent, including Barstool Sports founder Dave Portnoy's foray into Bitcoin when he said Bitcoin was going to hit $12,000 yesterday or soon. I think he said he's going to hit it yesterday, but alright. By the way, guys, I've explained very often why I think Bitcoin is still a solid bet for right now. I think Bitcoin is going to be the coin to really start off the next big alt run. But again, or the big bull run, which goes into alt run, but it's yet to be determined. I can't, spit facts on that as I don't know, but it's something I'm predicting and expecting. Crypto is the best trade in the world right now. Of the traditional asset classes, gold is superior trade because it offers a straightforward value proposition and an extraordinary set of outcomes. Headline equities have helped drive the S&P to close out the week at 3372, but the distortions in the equity market cast doubt on whether there aren't better quality trades. With no central bank intervention, no corporate buybacks, and no passive index funds, crypto is a clean market to trade with extraordinary opportunities over both the short and long term. All I can say about this one is hit or miss. If you're not in it, you'll most likely miss it. And again, that's what a lot of people will call for Bitcoin as well. And in crypto in general. If you're not in it right now, there's a good chance you'll miss it. And I don't want to FOMO you guys into it. Just want to say, if you're interested in crypto, make sure you look into it very, very well and hop on in before you miss a big bull run. Maybe we'll fall down first, could be. But, time waits for no man, so keep it in the back of your head. And again, this is not financial advice, it's just my thoughts, but still. Bitcoin challenges $12,000 as Binance coin skyrockets 9%. Well, I'm just going to say this out loud once more. BNB really just does well in correlation to how well Binance does. If Binance gets some crazy trading action going on, you'll most likely see BNB prosper because a lot of people will be buying it. And if Binance, has nothing special to go for it, then BB will most likely not do anything special either, which is really the bad and good part about the coin. China plans to expand digital yuan tests to Beijing, Hong Kong. We read about this earlier, but it's still something you should not take lightly, all right? There's a big Cold War going on between the US and China, and that Cold War really most likely has a lot to do with the mining power of Bitcoin, but also what country can get their CBDC rolled out first, because that country will, I guess, be the number one in terms of that, crypto regulatory clarity-ish type of scenario, or the framework really, which would put them on the map once more for being the first in something completely new and innovative. Analysts are expecting Chainlink to pull back after parabolic advance. Chainlink has been embroiled in a parabolic rally in the recent weeks. The asset has gained hundreds of percent since the March capitalization lows. Chainlink could undergo a correction as technical signals suggest that the asset is overbought, and there are also on-chain signals that show Link investors are hesitant to believe the rally will continue. What may boost the asset's bull case, though, is an increasing number of short position holders, and this increases the likelihood of a short squeeze that will transpire, pushing prices higher once more. Well, I actually don't know if there's any stop in Chainlink at this point, all right? It just really looks like every time we think the stop has been hit, it just keeps searching forward and forward and forward with like some double-digit percentage every single time. You know, it's happened 3 times in the shortest amount of time here, and I'm not really that eager to make some predictions on Chainlink anymore, as it really feels like every time you bet something, you're wrong. So I'm not even going to risk it. I'm not risking the biscuit, as, again, Chainlink keeps surprising it all. If Chainlink were to turn over and fall right now, it would be a little bit more scary than if Chainlink were to even keep on prospering, I would say. But again, guys, that's just my 2 cents, my opinion. Guys, that was it for this video. Hopefully you all enjoyed it. It is still freaking hot outside and inside, man. It's unbearable, but all right. Take care, everybody. Have a very nice day, and I'll see you guys again in another crypto video that's coming out later today.